Top of the 8th here in Anaheim. The Red Sox leading the Angels 1-0 after a dominant outing from Garrett tonight. New pitcher for the Angels, Sam Bachman. Pitched last night. He'll pitch again. Back-to-back ace for Sam Bachman, and you got a new center fielder, Scott Kingery in center. Joe Adell moves over to right. Gustavo Campero's night is over.
Beef up their outfield defense. I doubt Toro or I doubt Kingery.
And a pinch hitter for the Red Sox, Abraham Toro.
Nolan Shotwell is still on the bench. If Kingery's spot comes up, almost automatically you'd see Shotwell.
First pitch is a sinker high for ball
Abraham
1.
Toro, pinch hitting for Nate Eaton. Toro is a switch hitter, but he does more from the left side.
Toro popped it up.
That good slider again.
Zach Neto right by second base. Behind it, actually, makes the catch. And there's one out.
One out here in the 8th. And we'll also see Wilyer Abreu now batting for Rev Snyder. Well, we might see Abreu earlier when
and we'll get a mound visit as O'Hoppe comes to the mound to talk to Bachman to go over the scouting report. As a new pinch hitter, Willier to the plate. He'll be in the Red Sox leadoff spot.
Because the Angels haven't scored yet. Still 1-0. Well, the day game here tomorrow, 1 o'clock. You say Kikuchi will face pitcher to be named. I guess the Red Sox still have not announced tomorrow's starter.
Powerful arms down there in the bullpen right now for the Red Sox warming up.
Chapman's just flipping a towel, so it's Weiser that's getting ready to come in.
First pitch between Bachman and Willier is outside, but got the call.
Brave. Outdoor that slider.
0-1 on a slider that was outside. That's in there. Strike 2. Sinker that actually was in the zone. And changeup that misses down 1-2.
1-hour changeup.
Abreu with 13 homers. He had 15 last year as a rookie. So what broke the level last year, but he's DH now in this spot in the order as he backs away from that. 2 balls.
Really got hit on that slider that ran inside, and the count's tied up at 2.
Now it's crowd 33,115, a little bigger than last night. Pretty good sized crowd on this Tuesday night.
Payoff. Ripped foul.
We've seen a pitcher's duel in some sense, certainly on one side from Crochet. And is it still a pitcher's duel if you use 4 pitchers?
Yes.
The Angels,
Double barrel action, the Red Sox pen, Weiser and a roll this.
Into the 8th inning with only 1 run.
2-2. Got him looking! Sinker in there for strike 3, and Bachman freezes Willier for the second out of the 8th.
The hitter is capable of hitting pitches down, so he goes upstairs with a heater.
That's an easy 98 too, isn't it?
Yes, free and easy.
So now it's
nice
Roman
pitch from
Anthony
Sam Bachman.
Today. 2 up, 2 down.
And now here's the rookie Roman to the plate. Doesn't have a hit tonight. Strikeout, line out, and a ground out. First pitch is hit up the middle. Oh, what a stop by Neto! Throw to first, they got him! A diving stop by Zach Neto in the end of the inning. What a stop!
That was bio.
Whew.
That's the kind of play that can
That was hit hard up the middle, and Neto laid his body out there to get it and throw it to Wade to end the inning. Bottom of the 8th, 1-0 Red Sox. We'll be right back. Neto flashing the letter. Bottom of the 8th, new pitcher, Greg Weisert's in to get the bottom of the 8th. He'll get the 8, 9, and 1 hitter in the Angels lineup. Lamont Wave leading off. Started the season on the Giants, got cut. Now is with the Angels. Playing at first and fouls off that pitch. It's 1-1. This is the 39th appearance for Greg Weissert this season. In 38 games, 2.83 ERA, and an opponent batting average of 223. Leads AL in games pitched. Swing and a miss. Fastball by him at 95.
3 walks,
1 and 2.
No runs though, 10 strikeouts.
Now switching the Red Sox infield. Meyer now playing third, and David Hamilton's in at second.
A couple of innings to work with. Lamont Wade.
Payoff. Wade hits a fly ball to center field. Ceddanne Rafaela is there to make the catch on the routine fly ball.
Wade
1 out.
started the 8th inning rally last night, unable to get it going here in the 8th inning today.
And now here's the rookie, the 9-hitter, Christian Moore.
Wizard fastball 92-96.
He's 0 for 2.
Slider changeup. High percentage of first pitch sinker. See if he gets one here.
Let's see what he can do here.
Moore striking out in his first 2 at-bats against Crochet.
Swing and a miss.
Kind of a hanging slider
Inside
there.
slider for strike 1. Christian Moore only has 1 home run this year,
Red Sox pitcher,
but it was against the Astros, and they were down 1-0 when it happened. Moore has struck out every single time he's been at the plate, and he cranks one to left field, and this game is tied! Christian Moore with his second home run, and both of them have came down 1-0 late in the going.
Boy, you gotta love this kid. What a moment. Ties it up just like that. SIBO. See you.
He struck out both times against Garrett tonight. And in his first at-bat against someone not named Garrett Crochet, Christian Moore goes yard and ties the game. Here's the leadoff hitter, Zach Neto. And Weissert fires in a sinker at the knees for strike 1.
Christian Moore, just like that, his second career home run, a big one, game-tying home run. 108.4 off the bat.
Neto 0 for 3. Made that diving stop to end the top of the 8th. Now let's see what he can do at the plate in the bottom of the 8th.
Barrow. Got the barrow.
A ball, 1 strike on Neto. 0 for 3.
1-1. Neto chops one foul.
Boy, you see that wrist drop, it stays up.
And yeah, that one was center cut on the Christian Moore home run. He pimped it. Woo-hoo! And the bat flip. What a bat flip, too. What a pimp by Christian Moore.
He knows a lot of big moments.
First homer allowed for Weissert since May 25th, his 4th overall.
Payoff to Neto. Neto turns on one, but it's foul. Goes all the way to the wall.
Big pop here from Christian Moore.
That's a breaking ball down. The count's knotted up at 2. There's Kenley, who exited last night, not even finishing a batter, with a cramp, but he'll pitch the 9th, it looks like. Neto turns on that one, through the gap and into left field for a base hit. Zach Neto with a single.
That was 105.
Doing it on both sides of the ball. And now the Angels have the go-ahead run on the base paths. And here comes Luis to the plate.
At first as well, representing the go-ahead run. Crochet comes out, left a 1-0 lead behind. Greg Weissert retired the first batter, would give up a home run to the
Neto is fast. He can steal. Story playing close to second base. First pitch to Luis is taken for strike 1 at the knees.
Has to be a spot to run there.
Luis is 0 for 3, a ground out and 2 flyouts. He's put it in play every single time. That was Zach Neto's first hit of the evening. And Weissert steps off.
Neto with 13 bags this year.
Neto looking to run. Weissert, long wait. Now fires. Neto goes. Luis shoots it foul.
He had a great jump, too.
0-2 on Luis with 1 out, bottom of the 8th.
Straight steal on that one.
Ball's 2 strikes on Renifo. Why out?
Look at all that room now way down the third baseline. That's where he hits the ball out with 2 strikes. I don't think you go now, though.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chase the sweeper. And there's 2 gone.
2 outs now, and Trout will be the batter.
And oh boy.
It's like Jansen
The big
is
fish,
ready to
Mike
go.
Trout
He's
to the
up in
plate.
Angels bullpen, so after he
Doesn't have a hit tonight. Walked in his last at bat in the 7th.
looks like he is.
But he loves these moments. He's built for these moments. One of the best hitters in the game. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Game tied. Throw down to first. Neto slides back in safely.
This time an Angels rookie hit a game-tying homer in the 8th inning or later. It was Sean Wooten from 2001.
1-0 on Trout.
Christian Moore got the job done tonight.
He's been clutch before. He can do it again. Greg Weissert tried to say no. Neto's going. Throw down is in time. What a throw by Narvaez to end the inning. Man, that trade is working out better and better for the Red Sox every day, and the Yankees have got to regret getting rid of that man to their division rival. What a throw by Narvaez to pick out Neto by a big margin. But the rookie, another rookie, Christian Moore, ties the game on a blast to left. Game tied at 1. We head to the 9th. Knotted up. Who's going to win this battle? We'll be right back to find out. 9th inning. Kenley's in, facing his former team. 30 games this year. ERA at 4.39. 15 for 15 on saves. An opponent batting average of 245.
62 career saves. 4th most in Major League history.
Kenley looking to throw a shutdown 9th inning
56 of them
to get his
came in
bats
Red
back
Sox
up and
uniforms.
possibly walk
Last
this
2
off.
years.
The leadoff batter he'll face is Romy.
Romy Gonzalez will lead off here at the top of the 9th.
First pitch. Missed.
Strike 1.
Oh,
Generous call
no.
from Jansen.
That's a guy with 462.
Cut her
career
way
saves.
down there, but got the call.
He
Woo.
was an all-star for
0-1.
Boston 2 years ago.
Ugh.
He might be an all-star this
Not
year.
the greatest
considering
call
he
there
has
from
not
the
blown
home
a
plate
save
umpire.
this season.
That's in there, but off the glove of O'Hoppe.
He clanked it.
0-2.
As we've seen this year, where the
Oh.
catcher will
Made up for the
miss
last
a
one.
strike and the umpire doesn't call it one, even though it's in the strike zone.
Yes.
Didn't happen that time. The strike was called anyway. No balls, 2 strikes.
Payoff to Romy. Popped foul.
It's directly over our heads.
And Romy stays alive.
You might have a shot at that one.
Nice loft to it. Cutter got
Fouled
That
off
was
toward the
pretty
Angels'
good.
dugout.
Might have even hit him if he didn't swing.
Romy staying alive, but in a 0-2 hole, trying to protect. And it's a ground ball right to Zach Neto. Bounced off his glove, throw the first is high. Off the Red Sox dugout, goes back into play.
that ball gone into the
And
dugout.
we'll see what the scorers call it.
Would have been able to
That's
advance
probably going to
to
be an
second
error
base.
on Zach
Stays
Neto.
at first.
And Romy Gonzalez
Training
reaches.
staff's coming out to look at Neto.
I think he was all that comfortable in his arm right there when he threw that ball.
And Zach Neto, uh-oh.
That repaired shoulder is giving him some issues.
Looks like we're going to get a look. The Angels trainers are going to look at Zach Neto. Let's see what happened here.
They're calling Kingery in.
Romy a ground ball. Right to Neto. Bounced off
See how the way he threw that baseball.
His
I think it was
glove.
adequate. Way down the outfield, Joe Dell back.
Yeah, bounced off his wrist. Bounced into the glove, then right into the bare hand. The throw over the head of Lamont Wade, and
Zach Neto had shoulder surgery in the offseason.
Zach Neto is going to be out. Zach Neto's heading out of this game. It looked like as soon as he threw it, something fell off.
Scott Kingery will move.
So Zach Neto
to play shortstop here.
Will head out of this game, and he goes right to the clubhouse. And for this Angels team, that's one of their best players. Well, that is not a good sight.
The Angels wanted Shotwell to take that at bat for Kingery coming up. I mean, it's not that far away, so.
And here comes Scott Kingery.
So the Angels maybe send Kyron Paris to center field.
Remember, a couple times recently he's tried to slide in their feet first. He's moving his shoulder after that head first slide. Remember, that's how he got hurt last year doing it.
Yeah.
And Zach Neto was moving around his shoulder after that slide, yeah.
Something minor. We'll wait to hear more after the game about Neto.
So now Angels fans, thoughts and prayers go to hopefully Zach Neto being okay. Scott Kingery now moves in to short. And Kyron Paris moves out to center.
Kyron Paris, who's here while Kevin
now
Newman
the Red
is on
Sox
paternity leave, takes over in center field as Kingery moves to shortstop.
Have the go-ahead run on the base paths and Romy at first base.
Essentially been their best player the last couple of years, Neto.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez, who picked off Neto to end the eighth.
Leadoff man is on base here.
Narvaez is hitless tonight.
Allow Gonzalez to reach. That's how this top of the ninth starts in a tie game. Here is Carlos Narvaez.
First pitch to Narvaez is a chopper foul.
Certainly a guy you get a ground ball double play, although Kelly not a lot of ground balls normally.
Check over on the runner at first, and Romy slides in safely.
3 stolen bases for Gonzalez, called twice.
I might hurt my shoulder just like Zach Neto did if I lead it back too far.
Ball's in a strike.
0-1 offer to Narvaez. That's in there. Strike one. Throw down is. Oh, they got him. No, he's safe. Christian Moore couldn't hang on to him. Romy steals second as Christian Moore could not hold on to the throw from Logan O'Hoppe. What a throw from O'Hoppe on his knees. That nearly threw out Romy.
From the knees.
Oh, if Christian Moore would have held on, I think they got
Never
him.
really had possession of the ball there.
No, he was safe.
Also sure it was going to be out anyhow if we take a look at that one.
0-2 to Narvaez. And he lifts
Still
one foul.
2 on Narvaez. An error and a stolen base, putting Gonzalez in scoring position as the go-ahead.
So now the Red Sox have the go-ahead run in scoring position with no one out in the top of the ninth. Narvaez calls time.
Needed that punch out for a guy that gets a lot of punch outs. Kelly Jansen. Just looking back is to make sure second base here is not letting him know where pitch he's going to throw here. And location.
0-2. High, ball one.
2 strikes on Narvaez.
Another foul ball. Narvaez put on a really good battle right here.
Notice the hush in the crowd right now, too. See how much Zach Neto means to this team.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Go ahead, run at second to start the inning.
1-2 again. Narvaez lifts one into left center field. It's going to be Ward making the catch. Throw to third is going to be there. Romy holds up at second. Kyron Paris was coming in. It looked like he was going to collide with Ward, both going for the ball, but Ward made the catch and then threw it in to hold Romy at second.
The 7th inning and never left second base.
And now here's Jaron Duran. Only one hit in his last at bat, a double back in the 7th.
Barry Enright calls time.
And we'll get a mound visit.
To talk about Angels Live postgame coming up as it's presented by OC Navigator. Putting an update potentially on Zach Neto's status after he left this game, seemingly favoring the shoulder that needed off-season surgery.
He's had so many plays at shortstop, so many off-balance throws, head first slides on attempted stolen bases.
He's been the best defensive shortstop in the game, according to defensive runs saved since the beginning of last year. Gives you a lot of effort every day at that position. Makes a lot of plays that even good regular shortstops don't. So it's certainly a blow if the Angels don't have him for any length of time, even one game. It seems like we saw him not in the lineup Sunday, and it was noticeable. So he came in and hit a home run as a pinch hitter. Here's Duran with one out.
First pitch to Duran is fouled toward the Red Sox dugout.
Kelly Jansen, veteran. What do you want to do? You have an open base. Lefty at the plate. Kelly's going after him. Kingery can keep Gonzalez a little bit closer here now. Second. Heath was well off the bag at third.
0-1. Misses inside, nearly got Duran in the foot. Count knotted up at 1. Infield a little bit shifted over toward the right side. 1-1 offering. Inside, nearly hit Duran again. 2 balls and a strike.
At the bottom of the 9th, the Angels will have Trout, Ward, and O'Hoppe against most likely Chapman.
Oh, Kenley steps off.
Jansen, even in the era without the pitch clock.
And here's another one of the older closers in the game, Aroldis, still kicking around. He's warming up in the Red Sox pen.
Moves he makes before he gets into the throwing position.
Aroldis and Kenley, 2 of the best closers ever. Looking to pitch the 9th, and Duran goes too far on the check swing.
There's a lot of concern about Jansen.
Strike 2.
Specifically after the pitch clock was put into the game. He was one of the guys that people were like, well, how's he going to do it? He was never really worried about it. He said he would find a routine that would work, and he has.
Payoff. Check swing. Missed. High with the sinker, and the count is full.
Within the constructs of the time. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Jaron Duran. 1 out with Gonzalez at second base.
Playing close to the bag at second is Kingery. Romy at second. Full count delivery to Duran. Missed inside. Ball 4. Jaron Duran draws a walk, and the Red Sox have 2 runners on the top of the 9th.
A lot of speed on the bases now.
First and second, and Trevor Story will bat. Story's hit 3 ground balls to the left side tonight.
This will bring up another old star, Trevor Story, to the plate. He's hitless. 3 ground outs.
Close to 300 at bats.
Still runs really well. Really, really well. Let's see a double steal here, too.
Gonzalez at second, Duran at first.
First pitch. Story pops it up.
First pitch.
Going out in the shallow right center is Christian Moore, the rookie. He'll make the catch. Oh, my gosh. Kyron Paris slid in, almost took out his fellow rookie's legs. 2 outs. Oh, my gosh. Kyron Paris just gave the Angels fan base a massive heart attack. He was running hard and slipped just as Moore was making the catch.
Moore saying, what is this?
Kyron's got some energy. He almost ran into Taylor Ward in left field now, running all the way in, trying to take out Christian Ward.
Whew. Man,
2 outs.
Kyron Paris has been everywhere
Yeah, the walk-off
since coming
homer
in.
against the Angels in Boston, although he hits him in
So
that
2
same
outs,
spot
top of
here.
the ninth. Here's
Adele
Cedane
gets it up on the
Rafaela.
bats.
0 for 3, has not struck out. He's put in play every single time. Flew out once, grounded out twice. First pitch. Swing and a miss. 95 right down the pipe.
Needless to say, Jansen
And-
feeling a lot better tonight.
Yeah, a lot more velo.
0-1 on Rafaela. Kenley shakes on a pitch twice, couple times.
Leadoff
Now-
man made
now
it to second
sets on
base
one.
after an error and a steal. He's still there with 2 outs.
0-1. Oh, check swing, and Cedane Rafaela went too far around on the inside cutter, and he's quickly down 0-2.
Like 2015, Kenley Jansen throwing that hard with the cutter.
No call time. Already in an 0-2 hole.
Trying to keep it tied
2 outs,
for
2 on, top of the ninth. Game tied. One more pitch from Kenley, and he'll get out of it. Payoff. Fly ball, deep right field. Adele is there. He makes the catch. And we head to the bottom of the ninth, where Mike Trout will face Aroldis in a battle
Angels need one to win it.
of 2 of the greatest players in the 2010s. We'll be right back from Anaheim.
Game here tonight.
Bottom of the ninth, Angels Stadium. 1 run apiece for both sides. What can the Angels do here?
2 of them, 811 career
Mike
saves.
Trout will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth
462.
after
Chapman
Neto got caught stealing by Narvaez to end the
has
8th.
been great so far this year.
Aroldis is in.
As they've aged,
35 games, an ERA at 141.
Yes.
Opponent batting average of 144.
Shape. And still throwing very hard.
he really hasn't skipped a beat.
And most career saves among active pitchers: Kenley 462, Craig Kimbrell 440, Aroldis 349. 2 of the best players in the 2010s, Aroldis and Trout, going to battle in the bottom of the ninth in a tied game. First pitch, Aroldis misses down with the sinker at 98, 1-0.
Back to Monday key for the Halos to be able to pull this one off underneath it all, especially if you get that ball down in the zone. Trout could walk it off here.
1-0 offering. Caught the corner. Strike 1. Fastball inside corner.
They both debuted in 2010, and they have been really side by side as 2 of the best relievers in baseball. A decade and a half.
Mike Trout hits a soft tapper right back to Aroldis, and he couldn't field it cleanly. Mike Trout reaches to begin the bottom of the ninth. As now it's a big hopper that Aroldis couldn't field cleanly.
He catches that, spins around, he's going to be able to get Trout, but Trout picks up an infield.
Whew. And the winning run is on the base pass for the Angels in the form of Mike Trout.
Good at fielding, Chapman.
When you throw 102, I don't really think you have to.
So Trout is on the winning run. Now Taylor Ward has doubled and
Here's
walked
Taylor
it.
Ward. 1 for 2. First pitch is inside. Oh, and he gets the call.
Faced Chapman much. Ward's faced him twice in a walk.
0-1 on a pitch that was inside. But Aroldis gets the friendly call. Check over on Trout at first. He gets back.
100 over to first.
That's trying to breathe over there after that ball was thrown that hard as a first baseman.
Chapman began his major league career with the Reds. It was the ultimate fireballer.
Aroldis looks at Trout at first. Now fires. And the breaking ball is at the top of the zone. Ward in an 0-2 hole.
Maybe a little bit off the inside corner at the knees. Called a strike, fastball, then he dropped the slider there.
Some really good years with the Yankees. He was fantastic in that half season with the Cubs when they went and won the World Series. 0-2.
Payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. blows the sinker at 99 by Taylor Ward for the first out in the bottom of the ninth. And a double play will send this game to extras.
Just went straight to the 10th inning.
Yes.
Here's Logan O'Hoppe,
We'll see. Hoppy does hunt those fastballs.
the catcher.
Send that about Crochet as
He's
well.
1 for 3.
Sit against it.
A single in the 4th. First pitch is an outside sinker. Ball 1.
This before that strikeout by Taylor Ward, Graham moved way over to left center field. Figured he was no way going to be able to pull Chapman's pitch.
Logan O'Hoppe has one career walk-off hit. One of the wildest walk-off homers you'll ever see as he swings and misses at a fastball blown by him at 97. And the count's not up at 1.
Chapman has given up just 2 homers in 32 innings this year.
O'Hoppe lifts one foul. 1 and 2 now.
Remember Jared Walsh hit that grand slam against him in New York a few years ago.
1 and 2. O'Hoppe now has to protect. Trout at first. Game all tied at 1. Bottom of the ninth. 1 out. Payoff from Aroldis. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sinker blown by at 99. And there's 2 gone the bottom of the ninth.
You know, Adele is the one guy who kind of looks.
And the last hope for the Angels to win it in the ninth is Joe Adele. 1 for 2 tonight. A single and a walk.
Providing the power for him when you're throwing that hard, all you do is somehow get the barrel of the bat on it. It can go a long way.
Here we go. First pitch.
First base as deep as the outfielders are playing.
100-mile-per-hour sinker inside for ball 1. Mike Trout the winning run at first. Not gonna steal unless he shocks America and doesn't. 1-0. Adele fouls it back and the count's even.
That's the one he can hit pretty hard to right center. Right off the bat, Rafaela was moving quickly to right center just in case that was put in play. He is so deep in center field.
Swing and a miss. Fastball at 101 inside that Adele chases and couldn't find. That's 1 and 2 now. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. 1-1 ball game. Trout at first.
Chapman has gone to work since with strikeouts of Ward and O'Hoppe. Red Sox got their.
Here's the payoff to force extras from Aroldis.
Christian Moore's second big league homer. Fails in the warning track now.
Misses outside with the sinker at 102. The velocity ramping up for Aroldis. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Adele.
Certainly anything, a little flare in the outfield is definitely falling in for sure.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2. Adele fouls it back. Stays alive.
We've seen 101 and 102 in this sequence so far.
Chapman was the original 105er when Ben Joyce touched 105 last year.
This will be the
Chapman
6th pitch of this at-bat.
That number in the pitch tracking era. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Adele.
2-2. Spiked. Adele checked the swing. Did he go? He didn't. The count is full. Wow.
Big, really.
Joe Adele.
He's big as a flare in the right spot, and you wonder if Trout can make it all the way.
Almost struck out on a pitch that was spiked.
All the outfielders are playing extremely deep. Not just Rafaela, too. Durant playing deep.
Head start could help. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Joe Adele. It's a base hit and a walk tonight.
Full count delivery. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Romy playing close to the bag at first. The pitch. Missed high. Joe Adele checked the swing, but he didn't go. And he walks. And the winning run is in scoring position. And Scott Kingery, who's batting 143, will come up with 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the ninth and the game tied.
Wouldn't be ideal, but in a pinch, Rengifo can play shortstop, or maybe Christian Moore could, or Paris, somebody if they needed to. With Shonowell coming into the game, could play short in extra innings. It looks like Kingery will take the at-bat here against Chapman.
Scott Kingery only has 3 hits this year and 21 at-bats. Batting 143, and he's got to face Aroldis with 2 outs and 2 on. One of the best closers ever.
This will be a huge moment as a halo for Scott Kingery here to get a base hit.
Well, let's see what he can do. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball blown by him at 99 for strike 1.
Kingery really forced into this at bat, especially with
Scott Kingery has no RBIs on the season.
Shonowell's the only Angel left on the bench right now. Trout's at second, the winning run.
0-1. Kingery fouls it back, and he's quickly down, 0-2. Well, now you gotta do everything you can to not strike out. That's very tough against Aroldis, who throws heat. Payoff. Got him! Slider! And we head into the extra innings. Game tied at 1. Top of the 10th. Red Sox are 5-8 in extra inning games this year. They played in 13, the most in the majors. The Angels are 5-1. And they'll bring in Reed Detmers, who's appeared in 14.2 innings, has only allowed 6 hits, no earned runs, 8 walks, and 24 strikeouts his last 15 games, an opponent batting average of 125. The placement runner for Boston is Cedane Rafaela, and Marcelo Meyer will lead things off for the Red Sox. He's got a multi-hit game going. The rookie. Meyer hits one up the middle, in the center field, base hit. Rafaela's gonna fly. He will score. The Red Sox take the lead on the first pitch in the 10th inning. Marcelo Meyer's 3rd hit of the night gives Boston the lead in extras.
He stayed on this really well.
Red Sox cash in the ghost runner immediately.
Here's David Hamilton to the plate. This will be his first at-bat of the ninth. This will be his first at-bat of the night.
Important spot here to keep the other run from scoring now. They've got to keep it a 2-1 game. Red Sox have their bullpen back up. They've already used their top 2 guys, Weissert and Chapman.
Yeah, just to keep that just a 1-run deficit, you still feel he should be able to get that tying run home when you're here at home with a man on second.
Got an arm warming up in the Red Sox bullpen. It's Justin Wilson.
Left-hander is up now for Boston. See, Hamilton could be bunting here as well.
And he can bunt and he can fly.
Bunt base hit yesterday.
First pitch. Hamilton shows bunt, pulls it back. O'Hoppe gets up quickly.
Hamilton has 2 sacrifice bunts in his 53 games, batting only 181.
1-0.
Red Sox have played a fairly clean game tonight.
Hamilton lays down a bunt, but it's foul.
Bunts and foul. Team had a lot of base running mistakes and unearned runs allowed and all that. They've played a pretty crisp game for the most part here.
He drags at the first base. That's going to be a real tough play.
Meyer at first. 1-1. Hamilton lays down a bunt, but it's fouled off again.
He was in the batter's box. The plate umpire's pointing right away. He was inside the box.
Jason Nix is now in charge of calling down for the replay. Ran right to the phone after this.
Yeah, he's definitely in the box there.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Hamilton. Still might have the
1-2 on Hamilton. He may still try and bunt.
I wouldn't go back too far for Hefo.
Pulled back a lot.
Hamilton ground ball. This could be two. Flip to second for one. Throw to first. They got him. Double play.
It's almost impossible to turn a double play with him. Kingery got a lot on that throw.
Moore flipped it to Kingery, and then he threw it down
But
to Lamont Wade to complete the double play. They get Meyer at second, and they throw out Hamilton by a lot. At first, you don't see that every day. David Hamilton way out.
Over 30 feet per second. He still got doubled up.
And now the leadoff hitter for the Red Sox, as their order flips over the top, it's Willier. Ooh, breaking ball. Way inside, 1-0.
30.4 feet per second, elite speed, but that throw by Kingery, that was big because then you have him at first base.
Ripped in the right field, base hit. Willier Abreu with the 2-out single.
Willier Abreu against
And the Red Sox have more base runners.
Detmer struck Anthony out last night. One of those 2 strikeouts Detmer's had when the base is loaded.
Here's Roman, the rookie.
Yesterday.
As big as that double play now. But he could run a little bit too, and then go
0
forward.
for 4.
Detmer's a little bit susceptible to a stolen base. I think they might take that shot.
First pitch. Misses high, 1-0.
The Angels will have to have Wade, Moore, and Paris, and they still have Shawwell on the bench. Kingery would be the automatic runner.
Good speed at second.
Ball, no strikes.
That catches the corner. Strike 1 on the slider.
He's 0 for 4 today. The results have not come yet for Roman Anthony. He's 5 for 43 as a big leaguer.
1-1. Anthony checked the swing and went around. Strike 2. Roman went too far. Calls time. Payoff. Missed upstairs again. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Roman. Count is full. Slider downstairs.
Also hits lefties pretty well.
Willier at first. Red Sox lead 2-1. Payoff. Got him looking. Fastball right down the pipe to freeze Roman. But the Red Sox take the lead thanks to Marcelo Meyer's RBI single. And we'll see if the Angels can tie it or win it in the bottom of the 10th. Justin Wilson will get the bottom of the 10th for the Red Sox. 32 games this year, ERA at 2.08, opponent batting average at 250, and his first year with the Sox.
94-98.
Looking to close this one out here in Angel Stadium. He'll get Lamont Wade to lead off. Scott Kingery is the placement runner at second. Nolan Shanuel has grabbed the bat and a batting helmet. It looks like he'll come off the bench.
The Reds last year gave up 10 home runs. Not allowed 1 yet with the Reds.
And pinch hit for Paris.
He's pitched for the Pirates, the Yankees a couple of times, the Tigers, the Cubs, and the Mets, and now with the Red Sox.
Red Sox are anticipating
lefty to start off the bottom of the 10th. Wade versus Wilson. Kingery at second.
The Angels thought the same about
Here we go.
Smacked the base hit.
Wade slices one foul, 0-1.
Same as that ball fouled back. Tie run at second to start the inning. It's the bottom of the 10th. Angels down 2-1. They'll have 3 chances at least to get that run home.
At the very least, hold that ball to that right side of the infield.
Upstairs.
Inside fastball, and the count's tied up. Wade is 0 for 3, struck out once.
He's really dominated lefties this season.
Flew out.
So hit 346. Christian Moore on deck.
The other 2 times. 1-1 delivery. Wade slices it foul again. Looks like he's trying to go the other way. 1-2.
Appears to be
Or it
ready
looks
for
like
that
he's
bat in
been
the
late.
Angels dugout in the spot where Kyron Parrish
Christian Moore, who smacked the game-tying home run in the 8th to left, is on deck.
Slider about 64% of the time on a 1-2 count to the lefty.
Payoff from Wilson. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him on the cutter to swing over. 1 out in the bottom of the 10th.
Wade, 1 out, and now Moore will bet.
And here is the rookie, Christian Moore, who tied this game in the 8th.
What a swing that was.
First pitch to Moore. Just missed outside with the fastball. 1-0. If Christian Moore can put this thing in play, he'll score Scott Kingery and tie it up. Justin Wilson trying to stop that, and Moore fouls it straight back, and the count is even at 1 apiece.
Right-handers have hit Wilson well. The Red Sox have Zach
Nolan Shanuel coming off the bench. He's on deck.
Trout or even maybe Rennie.
And he'll get an at-bat
Right now it's Moore
unless Moore hits into a double play or he walks it off. And Christian Moore hits a fly ball into deep center field. Rafael is back. It's off the wall. Rafael falls down. The game is tied. Kingery scores easily. Christian Moore will stop at third base. The Angels have tied it. Christian Moore having a game. No, it's a home run. Christian Moore's walked it off. Christian Moore, his second and third career home runs. He's walked it off. The Christian Moore game. The Angels have won it in the 10th thanks to the rookie. And they're mobbing him. Oh my gosh.
They know it's gone. It is gone.
It's gone. It went over the yellow line. Christian Moore. 2 home runs.
The game tied.
1 to tie it in the 8th. 1 to walk it off in the 10th. What a game for the rookie. His finest moment. And what seems to be, what is up for a long MLB career. What a game for Christian Moore.
2 massive ways. And the Angels win this series.
See y'all later. RBL. Peace.
Absolutely incredible.
Actually, I'm going to see it again. Hang on. What a win for the Angels and what a game for Christian Moore.
To right center. And that ball got out in a hurry. Seriously. Wow. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there.
That was before he knew they won the game.
He goes, wait,
He said,
I'm going home.
I won this thing.
Unreal. Wow.
First homer allowed this year by Justin Wilson.
Oh, that is unreal.
Christian Moore has finally gotten redressed, and now he's ready to talk to Erica Winston.
Simo, it was your night tonight. Tell me how you're feeling.
Uh-oh, Hoppy and Shanuel.
I know right now. I'm super excited.
Your first career. You feel better now?
Feel better now, yeah.
First career walk-off. Yeah, the game-tying home run. Describe, if you can, any emotions that you're feeling after a night like this.
Really just blacked out in both those moments. Just trying to put a good swing on it, good pitch over the middle of the plate, and just do everything I can for those guys in the dugout.
Is that how you were thinking in your approach when you tied it up with that home run, your second career home run?
Yeah, just like I said, just trying to get something over the middle of the plate. You know, Crochet was good tonight, so we were trying to just get something across the board and got a heater I can handle and just put a good swing on it.
Before you homered, Neto had a sweet defensive play in the half inning prior. Did that spark something with you guys?
Definitely, you know, he made a crazy play, throwing a runner out, diving and everything, and then that was super cool. And I came in the dugout and was like, all right, now I got to do something cool and just try to follow the lead.
When the umpire let you know, hey, that was a homer, what'd you think?
No way. I had no idea. I was running, just trying to get to third base, and yeah, that was awesome.
Congratulations, what a night. Enjoy this one.
Thank you.
All right, guys, Christian Moore.
Well, the halo shines finally tonight thanks to one young man's two big swings.
How do you tie
The
it
Angels
up and then you walk it off?
have a new star.
See you.
Christian Moore
It's gonna go down
sends
as
the
a
Angels
historic
home happy.
performance from Christian Moore, our Toyota
And what
player of the
hopefully
game
is a
indeed.
long-time career
Tying over in the eighth.
as the Angels
The walk-off in the 10th to win it.
second baseman. What a win for LA. See y'all later. Officially. RBL. Peace. What a night.